Hi, and welcome back to my journey. Just a quick update. I'm at 31.9. Yay, I made it into the 31s. I did hold, like I said in my last video, I wanted to hold for just 1 or 2 days. I ended up holding for 3. And the first 2 days, my body very much let me know that it was a good thing that I did. So yeah, I'm glad I did the hold. Like I said, I may make that a more whatever thing. Maybe after like a week, then I'll hold for a few. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Today I didn't have a lot to talk about. I just the one thing that keeps coming up to me though is there's a quote by Albert Einstein, and it's basically the premise of it basically is you can't get someplace new using the old thinking that got you where you are in the first place. I'm paraphrasing greatly with that, but that's what he said, and it made me think because right now it's like, and I watch other people's videos and my own as well, and just in my own life, it's like, what if I really wanted help with this? Like on the days where I feel like I want to contact somebody, it's all the same stuff that I've done, so I'm going to get the same answers that I've already gotten. Be on the meds, do what it's like. I almost feel like it's become like this Stockholm Syndrome that we're all, because it's like you've got these people who supposedly went to college and did this stuff, and we're trusting them. And again, I'm not going to get into all that with the doctors and trust and whatever, and if they mean to or they don't mean to, or if they know about it. But it's what they were taught. So, and there's very, very, very few, as all of us know, who are even considering or willing to consider the stories that are out there and the other studies that have been done. So it's like you feel like you're up against a rock and a hard place. I know there's been some other people that have done things on Stockholm Syndrome, and they've done a much better job than I have, but I really think that's appropriate, because again, you're going to somebody with a full trust, and when they tell you no, or you say to them something that you know is going on with you, and they look at you like you're crazy, or the look is, I've already told you the answer, take this medication or try. And it's interesting, how do they even diagnose us with any of this stuff? Did they do a blood test? No. Did they, they run tests to see, is your heart okay, to rule out some major things, but there isn't a test for anxiety, there isn't a test for depression, there isn't, you can't do any of those things. We can do neurotransmitter tests, which I know a lot of people have already pointed out to me that, that doesn't show what crosses the blood-brain barrier because it's a urine test. I get that. I still have some faith in them, because if it tells me I have no serotonin, then I'm probably in a bad way. Or if it's very, very low, compared to all the other people they've done, I think the ratios kind of work out. That's just my belief. But so in that regard, you can kind of look at things and say, yeah, things are off, but why? We've got gene mutations, we've got diet, we've got, the amount of toxins that are in our body. People are talking about water fasting and just all the stuff that I've looked at. There's so many things, which actually I think there's something to be said for a lot of those, and that's just detoxing our body. We're just so inundated with toxins from every part of our life, from the air we breathe, the water we drink, to just, sitting here right now, I'm being radiated by every cell phone company in the world, and the electromagnetic smog coming off my computers. So you never know where things are affecting you. So it's just, I guess I don't really have a point other than it's irritating to me that, a lot of these, that we're stuck in this place where no one's really willing to listen, but we are. We know what we're going through. So I guess the point of this is to trust yourself, trust what you're feeling. And when it comes to, so that if you do go and look for somebody like a therapist or whatever to help you through this, then trust your intuition. Listen to them. Listen to their answers. And if it's the same thing you've heard for the last, maybe 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 30 years, then move on. We can shop for goods and services for our own health the same way we should shop for other things, and we don't. We usually just, who does our insurance company take? We have friends just recently asked us for, it doesn't matter what it was for, but insurance didn't, the way what we've recommended and have used isn't covered by insurance. So which I always say, what's covered doesn't work and what worked doesn't cover. Now, is that true for everything? Of course not. I'm not bashing Western medicine. I mean, if I've got, something that requires an antibiotic that's truly, not just a virus, then yeah, I need that. And even then, some people would argue, because I've used natural antibiotics, and I know that sounds strange, and I'm not even going to list them because it just is, but we've used them with our daughter, and I've used them, and they've worked perfectly. Which begs the question that maybe it was just a virus in the first place, or whatever, or your body's just going to beat it anyway. There's a great book, Joe Dispenza, The Placebo Effect. If no one's read that, and reading is something that you can do, then give it a whirl. It's basically, the premise of it is basically our bodies heal ourselves despite everything that we do. It all ends up being a placebo effect. So, and I know a lot of people say, oh, well, you know what, read the book. He makes a very good argument. With a lot of, anyway, it's an interesting book. Anyway, it's like everything in life. You take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. Anyway, that's all I have right now. I am really tired today, so I'm going to keep this short, and I'm going to try to get back a little bit sooner. So thank you for your comments. Actually, the last comments I left, I got a few that just really, really helped me. So thank you. If you could like, subscribe, if me rambling helps you in any way, and just otherwise, love and light to everyone, and thank you for just being you, and for what you're doing, and for what you're going through, and for all of us being a part of this. So thanks, and I'll talk to you soon.